Hey everybody, this is Enigmatic and I'm here to give you another little preview here. This is on the PTR right now. This is 4.2 Firelands, and what you're looking at is the new Dungeon Journal. Basically gives you a breakdown of all your dungeons and all your raids, past and present, and future, considering this is on the private test realm right now. As you can see, you open it up, you pull it open, I picked Firelands. And we are going to look at the very first boss, and what it does is it gives you a step-by-step booklet on how to basically beat this boss. It tells you all of their abilities, and now at this point you just have to execute. So they give you pretty much all the moves that they're going to do, how they do them, when they do them. And also they have little warnings there you see is deadly. Anything marked with that red skull is something that is deadly. Basically it is a guaranteed wipe if that happens. Then there of course is important things that you should take care of, like ads being spawned or just any section in the fight where you're going to need to have someone break off and pay attention to it. And then you go down to the next boss, and what I'm going to do is basically just kind of give you a preview, let you look through all these bosses. I didn't go into detail, I didn't open up every single window, but nonetheless there's another deadly. If he gets to drink magma, you die. And of course you see Volcano is another important thing that you should watch out for, and other such things. I'm basically just going to go through each boss, scroll through all of their abilities and moves from the first to the last boss in the new Firelands 4.2, and then after that I'm going to go ahead and click on the loot tables and show you all of the loot. I'm not going to hover over every one of them, there's a ton of loot, so I'm just going to show you the general gist of how this dungeon journal works. If you absolutely must see it, want to see a preview and have to know ahead of time, you can always jump on the private test realm and create yourself a character to have a look at. Now as you see, you're seeing a whole bunch of new icons in here. Tank alert right there is the shield. It's something that the tank must pay attention to. Then you're going to see heal alert. That's something that the healers are going to have to take care of. It's basically unavoidable damage in the most cases that healers are just going to have to heal through. Again, another tank alert, and this is all basically just for this boss. And you'll see another deadly, a deadly, an important, the whole nine as it goes down the list. Yes, and as you saw, there is a little sword, which is a damage dealer alert. If you can immobilize or damage that's taken is improved by 100. Basically, that is your time to pop your bloodlust, heroism, time warp, whatever. And basically burn that character down. They take more damage during that section of the fight than any other. Yeah, and in these sections here, some of the bosses, while they might have a lot of health or be very difficult, it doesn't seem that they have a lot of complicated things as we go down. Some of the bosses becomes, as you can see right here, quite simplified. They don't seem to be nearly as difficult as some of the other bosses. That's just my personal observation, it's not an actual fact. But from what I see, the less abilities they have, the less complicated the fight usually seems to be. And we'll open up second to last boss here, and this boss just seems to be more of a shape-shifting. And you'll also see this gentleman when you start your quest line up in Mount Hyjal. for the, you know, new expansion and the quest hub and other things up there. Within the first few quests, you'll actually see this gentleman, and then, as you can see, he comes very prevalent throughout the expansion. And then you'll see him, and he's basically second to last boss in Firelands. And then, of course, last but not least, we have Ragnaros. And Ragnaros actually is the only boss that has something like this so far, and it shows magical ability. So it's a magic alert, you gotta watch out for that. Something that's basically going to affect your raid. There's another deadly, and that continues throughout the fight. Basically, if he reaches the edge, you die. Lava wave is your magical effect right there. Avoid that at all costs. Alright, and now I'm going to go back through all of these bosses again and pull open the map. And it's a very, very cool map. I like this. It is on all dungeons, raids, you name it. They're on there now. You can pull them open. It's basically kind of like an Atlas loot, and you have like just improved. And you can click and see where every boss is located, and it gives you a little bit of lore about them, so all you lore fanatics, you'll be able to find out exactly why everyone is where they are. And that is a little feature that if you guys caught, your character now holds a map open and then opens and closes the map. Anytime they're looking at a map, they physically have a map in their hands. I thought that was a little clever thing that they added in there. But now we're going to go on to the loot tables. Like I said, I'm not going to hover over every single piece of gear and show you the stats on all of them. But I'm just going to scan down each one and just show you, you know, an idea of what kind of gear is going to drop off of each boss. So with that being said, I will let you have a look through all these tables right here. You can pause, fast forward, you know, move to the boss that you want to see the loot drop from. Whatever you like to do, go right ahead. Yep, and that is the loot for Ragnaros. And this has been your 4.2 Cataclysm Dungeon Journal. And as always, thank you for watching the video. Subscribe, and this is Enigmatic saying goodbye, everybody.